Okay, let's try this again. I forgot to hit record. Can't get a video when you don't hit record. Let me shrink that deal there down. There we go. All right, so try to put a message out here. Hopefully I'll get the video this time. Because y'all notice I ain't been making a lot of YouTube videos, and the ones I have been putting out have just been kind of, something to do kind of thing. And I've been doing radio shows on Shaziz Radio. This world has literally gone crazy. It's gone all kinds of sideways. And so, I'm just an average guy, human like everybody else. I get frustrated. Been down some crazy roads in my life. I want to get back to my mad science. I want to get back to what I started doing on my my YouTube channel to begin with. Watching the subscribers slowly bleed away because it's not what it used to be. I want to get it back to that. I want to get to doing stuff like this again. I want to finish that project and put some more new ones on the table. But I don't have to tell anybody the world's gone freaking nuts. I was doing the Mad Science show, and I was doing the Knights of the Round Table, and things just started blending in. All the events going on in the world and the frustration. I don't like to see anybody hungry. I don't like to see anybody do without. I don't like to see nobody sick or sick and tired of all the hate and discontent and the wars and propaganda, you name it. Anyway, after listening to all the different stuff out there, I went a little crazy, literally. I'm not quite out of the woods yet. I've been spending a lot of time going to church and hanging out with, fellow believers, brothers in Christ, sisters in Christ. Been trying to basically seek the face of God. I know there's a lot of people out there that, they got different beliefs, and I'm not trying to bash you over the head with my beliefs or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of background on what's been going on. If you could watch my YouTube channel from way back when I was young and having fun with it and doing all kinds of stuff, and I was on a mission to show everybody some cool stuff. And then over time, things started going crazy, world distractions, you name it, started going crazy. And just basically fell away from what it was that I started off to do with my Mad Science show to begin with. I want to get back to that. But in order to get back to that, I need to be able to fund it. I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I got the luxury of any of that going on. So I tried all kinds of different fundraisers, none of which panned out, because I'm not a businessman. Apparently, I'm not a showman either. Anyway, I'll try to get down to this. I don't want to drag this out for too dang long, but I already did it once, and basically there's no script. It's just writing it as I go, so to speak. Anyway, I been going through some crazy personal stuff, financial issues, battle with the world, all that kind of stuff. Nothing that you all folks ain't probably been through yourself. And so I had to take a breather. I had to step back and catch my breath. So I haven't been doing radio shows for a while. I'd like to get back to that sometime soon. I'm working on some new computers, some new technology and stuff like that. I got a lot of things behind the scenes in the works. I want to try to get a lot of stuff accomplished. Anyway, I'm trying to trying to not babble on like a buffoon, but let's start off with this. I did a fundraiser, and it's called Gift a Friend a Bible. And I know when you start talking about God or you start talking about the Bible, there's a lot of different perspectives on that, and I'm not trying to bash you over the head with my beliefs. I'm just trying to tell you this is something that I felt compelled to do myself. And there's a story behind that. When I was about 9 years old, I was going to church, Waldo Baptist Church. It was around about 1975, and when they gave me a Bible, a little red Bible. I still got that Bible to this very day, and it's almost in pristine condition because I took really good care of it. I was proud of that Bible when I was a child. Had my name in it, you know, it was mine. It was so cool. And me and my cousin Billy, we used to go out knocking on doors and go door to door and ask people if they mind if we read out of the Bible to them. And some of them would say yeah, and they would enjoy it, and some would send us on down the road. Go on down the road, kid. Some of them even might have gave us a cookie or something on the way out, you know. Thanks for reading that. I appreciate that, you know. But it was a seed planted that sent us, you know, on our journey through life, initially towards God. Now, the trials and tribulations of life, I found myself in the military, and he went his different way, and we went through a lot of different stuff, and, you know, separate. And, you know, so with that said, we both kind of fell away from the church. We fell away from God. And we got older. You know, life did what life did. And eventually, you know, I got to a point in my life where I was going through some really seriously hard times. Some of which I didn't even understand myself. And I had a friend that recognized that things weren't going so well for me, and he gave me another Bible, you know, put my name in it. That Bible, the second one around, this obviously isn't it. I should have brought them. I did it again. I forgot to record the first time. I'm trying to retell the story the second time. And so while I was over there trying to get things situated, I probably should have grabbed the 3 books and I could have told you the story. The Tale of the 3 Bibles. The first Bible was whenever I was a child, around about 9 years old. Gave to me by Waldo Baptist Church, and we went around, me and my cousin started trying to be little preachers, and we was so happy, and we was on our way to the Lord. Life had different, something different in mind. Anyway, through his trials and tribulations and my trials and tribulations, eventually I came to a point where I had a friend named Rick that saw I was in trouble and gave me another one of these. It's kind of a life raft in the story of my life. Kind of set me back towards the path towards God again. Of course, it wasn't over yet, you know. More trials and tribulations, life's pains and such. Financial issues, worldly events. And eventually my wife and I, we started attending church on a regular basis, and my wife bought me another really nice Bible, which once again, I didn't bring, to show and tell. So, where I'm at now, I wanted people that were having a hard time. I wanted them to have a little bit of hope in their life. So I initially went out and I bought 100 of these things, right? And then I ended up with about 148, and I ended up with some like this and some children's Bibles, and heck, even went to the point of getting some little conversation pieces, you know. And I've got some of these pens with Bible verses on it. So you see somebody having a bad day, or maybe they're not having a bad day. Maybe you just want to strike up a conversation with it, and you give them one, you know. It's a pretty neat little pen. Anyway, the point is, I just wanted to open a dialogue with them. How's your life? What's going on? Anything you need help with or something like that? Anyway, I started off and I tried to do a fundraiser for this, and one nice guy, he donated $5 to it. You know, because my deal was I put it to fundraiser. I said, you know, me and my wife, we purchased 100 Bibles, and I'm just curious to see if there's anyone out there that would like to match us Bible for Bible, and that way we could give more out to people. I got one person that donated to it. But either way, through all this stuff, I ended up with still 148 or more Bibles. Actually, probably about 150 or so. I don't know. Some of which we've already given away. But we're working on giving these away to people when we find somebody that needs a little bit of hope in their life. Trying to make a long story short, it's not easy because there's so much to say because there's been so much going on. But all the stuff going on in the world, there's a lot of people out there in trouble. There's a lot of people in need. And I've been down some hard roads in my life. I'd like to get back to the mad science stuff because I felt like I was actually doing something useful. I actually felt like I had a purpose in life, and I enjoyed it. I like building stuff like that, you know, and using science and showing people cool things to do with the electricity and other things, you know, energy. And I want to get back there. Slowly but surely, I'm watching the YouTube subscribers go down, you know, but it never was about the number. It's about, you know, they said they needed something in the world. There was a need in the world. And when you feel like you're trying to fulfill a need in the world, it makes you feel useful. And in my current circumstance, that's what I need. I need to feel like I'm doing something worthy. Anyway, I went through a rough time. Went through a really rough time. And eventually led me to do this right here. I wrote this book. It's called My Friend Goliath. On the back of this book, it says, "May God bless you, my friend, and give this book to someone who needs a little hope. We all go through some tough times, but together we can help each other through peace and love to all." And it says, "In love and through God, all things are possible." It's a really nice looking little book. Shift over here to the share screen thing, and you can see it's on Amazon. Get me out of the way there. It's on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version for $3.33, or the paperback for $13.65, or the hardcover for $21.44. Let me tell you why I'm doing this. I need a way to, burning everything's got to be in the way all the time. I need a way to fund the mad science. That's a given. But mostly I want to be able to use this book right here to be able to buy more of these books right here. That if I find somebody in need, a veteran or somebody who's feeling down or whatever, you know, even if you're just going through depression, any kind of thing like that, you know, I'll give you my copy. If I got them on hand, I'll give you one of them. As well as to fund the Bibles. I want to buy more of these. I want to buy more of these. I want to be able to give as many of these away as possible to anybody who's in need. Anybody's going through a hard time. So I want to read something to you real quick. I am a veteran, and took a steel pipe to the back of the head on that ship right there, around about 1984. And my life took a hell of a turn. And if you go back and you watch through my YouTube channel, you can see where I started off a little crazy, and then I started to get into the point where the world started going to heck in a handbasket, and I began to crash. And you can see the crash. You can watch the crash going on. I can see me getting frustrated, get on the radio and on YouTube, and got tears in my eyes. I can't deal with things. You know, things are just. I'm only human, and I'm going crazy. And, you know, I had to take a step away. I had to step back because wasn't going well at all. But anyway, I was going through some stuff. And I had an event in my life that I call a miracle, you know. That's had to do with this turtle right here. I named him Goliath, his big turtle. You know, I was trying to clean his pond up, and he showed up. But anyway, I want to read this to you real quick. I'm not going to spoil the whole book for you, but I want to read the dedication to you because, you know, every time you tell somebody you're a veteran these days, they like to say, well, thank you for your service. And this is what I like to say to them. Anyway, this book I dedicate to all veterans and to everyone who serves their community in any way. Thank you for your service. While our brave men and women fight for freedom and justice, there are heroes keeping home alive. The waiter and the waitress, the bus driver, truck drivers, teachers, firemen, police, security guards, officers, the cooks, the chefs, the clerks, the cashier, paper boy or girl or even man, the trash man, the bus boy, dishwasher, janitor or maintenance man, nurses and doctors, dentists, people from every nation, every job, and even the unemployed. Thank you for your service. You, each and every one of you, kept home alive. I am a veteran and proud American who loves his country and loves you all. Thank you for allowing me the great honor of serving you. The good book said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." If you believe this and know someone on the battlefield of life anywhere in this world, please share my message with them so they will know they are never alone, and together we, the people of the world, can find peace and love in our hearts. Thank you again, and may God bless us all. That's just a little sample of this book that I call My Friend Goliath. You help me out. Get one of these books, whether it be the version or the paperback or the hard book, and I can take what I generate from that, and I could put some more science on the table. I could put some of these books into the hands of people that they need a little bit of hope in their life, need a good uplifting story. Most of all, maybe I can put this in their hand and send them on the path to God. You know, I understand there's a lot of people out there that despise the Bible, the world that we live in today. I can't see this world without it. There's a lot of things in this book that get me frustrated. But you got to understand it in a different way. You got to look at the overall big picture of everything. Even the things that you go through in life, you got to look. You got to step back and look at the big picture. Just like everyone else out there, you won't get it. You know? I got so much that I'd like to put in this video, but I'm just not able to squeeze it all in. There's so much that's been going on since I stopped doing radio, and to take some time for myself to try to heal spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. But I know what hard times are like. In my life, I've seen some things that no man or woman should ever have to lay eyes upon. Terrible things. And even though it's not part of my faith, it's kind of ironic that I fall underneath the astrological sign Libra, you know, the scales of justice. Scales have to be balanced out. You know, I don't like to see anybody sad. I want to see everybody happy if possible. You know, and I don't like injustice of any kind. So when I seen the world going crazy, I went into defense mode. I want to protect my family. And if I offended anybody in that process, I apologize. It never was my intention. I probably run a lot of people off because, you know, what I believe in science and what I believe in the spiritual world. And you got to understand, not everybody in this world's ever going to like you. And you can't keep everyone happy. And you definitely can't carry the weight of the whole world on your shoulders. Because I'm a fixer. I want to get out there. I want to fix it. I want to troubleshoot problems. I want to do whatever it takes to make our world better. But I come to the understanding that without you, it can't be done. Without God, it can't be done. We need each other. So I bought 100 of these, and I ended up with 148 of them, more of them. I bought some of these. These are red letter Bibles. They're the red letters, for those of you who are not familiar with the book, that's the words that Jesus spoke. These are for the ones like me that can't see the smaller print. I got a couple bigger ones like that for those that, because I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to read it. But I'm not selling these to nobody. I want to give them to somebody. I want to find those people out there that are going on hard times, and I want to give them an uplifting. I want to give them an uplifting spirit. I just want them to know they're loved. I want them to know they're not alone and they ain't going through the journey by themselves, that there's others out there that they can connect with that have been going through some hard times. There's a lot in this little book. Even it's only 78 pages, but it's a big chunk of my life. And in the very back of this, I put one page that when you get done reading this book, it's a place for your thoughts. And it says, if you made it this far, you added to the story. Welcome aboard. I won't spoil the book for you, but if you take the time and you want to check this book out, you can get over here on, let me click it up here again. Get over here on Amazon. Look up My Friend Goliath, and I'll put some links down in the bottom of this video for you so that you can find it easier if you're on the video. And don't have to be a veteran to enjoy the story. And you find somebody who's feeling down, bummed out, and not feeling like they got any worth in this world, give them a copy of this book. And my hopes is that the copy of this book will put something, a little bit of something in their hearts, something good. And if you can, give them one of these books. Give them one of each. You know, because what I'm going to do with the funding, any revenue generated from that, is I'm going to buy these. I'm going to buy these, and I'm going to give them away. And I'm also going to take whatever I can to do projects, and I'm going to try to get back to my my love, my hobby, my mad science, that I can share some things with the world. Anyway, I don't know what I said in the last version of this right here, and I know it's probably not the same as what was in this version. If you want to help me out and you want to try to get Mad Science back on, I got a lot of things in the works. I got a ton of stuff. I'm working on new computers, new, you know, when Mad Science comes back online, it's going to come back on bigger and better than ever. That's my mission, at least. And so with all that said, the reason I came on here was to basically let you know I'm not a businessman. I'm not trying to ask you, for donations or anything like that. I'm not trying to beg for money. I'm just trying to say I want to give you something. I want to give everyone something. So every time you purchase this book, know you're helping somebody out, because that's what it's going to be for. That's what this book is for. I hope you get a chance to read it, and if you do get a chance to read it, do me a favor. If you go over there on Amazon, scroll down there on that page there, do a customer review. Let me know what you think about it. I think this story, everything that I've gone through in my life, if it benefits anybody, it's going to be worthwhile. And if you want to help me out, go over and grab an e-copy or paperback, or whichever one you like. The hardback, obviously, is it costs more to print each one. These are print on demand, so I don't have to have inventory. As soon as you order it, they'll print it and they'll ship it out. That's how that works, I guess. Anyway, it's on Amazon, and that's what I'm working on. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, but I look forward to trying to get back to doing some science stuff. And a lot of people come to my channel, they expected science, and because of all the craziness, and got distracted, sent sideways, got depressed, pissed off, and everything under the doggone sun. Finally found myself sitting in church and trying to get right with God and trying to straighten my life out. And, I was on a crash. You can, like I say, you can go back and you can watch from the beginning of the mad science all the way up till the present day, and you can see there's points when I was pissed off, and there was points when I had tears in my eyes. Just a human, just like the rest of you out there. Anyway, if you want to help a brother out, to help other people out, help me to help people. That's what it's all about. And I'd like to get back on to Knights of the Round Table again one day, but I'd like to do it under better circumstances. I'd like to get on Mad Science, and if Shaziz Radio comes back online for good, it's gonna come back in a better way. So anyway, I'm gonna put this up on YouTube, and I'm gonna put it over there on Rumble. I just wanted to get on here and tell you what I'm working on. I've tried to do many fundraisers, and like I said, that's my grandbaby. I tried to do fundraisers. I'm not a businessman, and it's like one friend I had. He bought one of these doggone mugs from me. Would not let me send it to him. He told me every time I do a video to put this in the video, and I guess that was going to make him happy. But these cost me like $11 or $12 to make, and it cost me the same amount to ship. So I couldn't, in good conscience, try to sell somebody a mug for doggone 20 some odd, almost $30 by the time you get done shipping and handling and all that crazy stuff. But on the back of this, it says, "Mad scientist who fights against sellout mainstream science in predicate logic. A universal quantification is a type of quantifier, logical constant, which is interpreted as given any or for all. It expresses that a propositional function can be satisfied by every member of a domain of discourse." Figure that out. Why I put that on that mug. And let me know. Might just do something cool for you. Anyway, like I said, not a businessman. I do still have some of those coins left. But I have have hopes that somehow or another we're going to pull this off. We're going to we're going to bring our world back together, and all the good people of the world's going to stand up and do what's right at the right time. Maybe yes, maybe you might call it divine intervention, whatever. But in my view, without God and without each of you, there's no getting the job done. We got to come together somehow, some way. Anyway, peace and love, everybody. Check out my book if you don't mind. I'm going to stop the recording over here. I didn't even push record last time. Big dummy. All right, peace and love, everybody. Take care.